Hi everybody, this is Colin from Speedy Turtle Tech Services. This is my second episode that I'm doing today, and we're going to be talking about the importance of updating your computer. Now, you may be asking yourself, all my software works great, why should I have to go ahead and update it? Well, the thing about it is that the manufacturer of your computer and the manufacturer of your OS are constantly coming out with new and better ways for things to work. Now, those new and better way of things to work well with their system, but they don't necessarily coincide well with each other. Windows comes out with an update, and then all of a sudden your sound driver doesn't work. So then your driver manufacturer has to come out with an update for it so that you can go ahead and work with Windows. Well, you may be asking yourself, well, what's the point of updating? Well, the whole thing with updating is that you're trying to get better features. If you're happy with the status quo, then you can go ahead and leave your computer the way it is and not have to worry about it. But the way that society works is that they don't let us just sit there with the status quo. We have to update. If you don't update, your stuff doesn't work. You go to a website and you're still using Internet Explorer, let's say 7 or 6, sure, you can go to that website, but are you going to see everything that's on there? No, because you have to have the new Internet Explorer. Are you going to see your favorite video if you have an outdated version of Flash Player? No, because they're already up on the newest version. So what does that cause you to do? That causes you to update. Now, when these updates don't work well with each other, they cause problems. For example, I was working on a client's computer a couple of days ago where they had a program that they absolutely loved. We went through and we did a cleaning for them, and the program got taken off. So when we went to go put it back on, it was an updated version of that program. Well, the updated version of that program caused her processor to overclock itself, and it started running at 100%. Well, you can't have your processor running at 100% all the time because it's going to eventually burn out and then you have more problems. So we had to go ahead and take that and make it so that it was fixed and it was running at around 23% again. Well, we were looking at everything that we could and we couldn't figure out what was going on. Well, with the new version of the program, it actually installs other programs on top of it. And those other programs were conflicting with the older program. So in this case, updating is bad. We actually found the original version of our program, uninstalled everything, got that one on there, and that fixed it. However, it's still, she's never going to be able to update that particular program because it's going to cause her system problems. Now, if she ever gets a different system, she might be able to do it. So in that particular case, her hardware was conflicting with the software. So it's really each person's prerogative whether they're going to update or not. Is this going to cause me problems? Is this going to be able to be fixed? If I do this, am I going to lose accessibility on something? It's a lot of different things. If you update your computer and find that you're having driver problems and there's not an update for that driver, the best thing to do is to do a system restore and go back to when you didn't have that update. Is this a pain in the ass? Yeah, it is. But do we have a choice? No, we don't. And why don't we have a choice? It's because it's because society is always moving forward. That's why. And as a result, we have to continue moving forward with it. Otherwise, we're left in dust and we can't do everything that we're trying to do. Especially in today's day and age when iPhone 5 is coming out. Next year it's going to be iPhone 6 and iPad 4 and everything like that. It's ridiculous how fast that technology keeps going up. And eventually, Windows XP is going to be deprecated to the point where it's not usable anymore. You're going to go to use a piece of software and it's going to say, no, you can't use this. You have to have Windows 9 or whatever OS that we're on at that time. So it can be very aggravating to deal with updates, but it's a part of life. We have to update everything, even our phones. Even our cameras, the firmware that comes out with it. And why do we have to update the firmware? Because it's not working with the software on our computer. So everything has to be updated. And because it's all different pieces of the puzzle from different puzzle companies, sometimes they don't mesh together and you have problems. So if it causes problems, take the update off. That's the easiest thing to do. If the update doesn't cause problems and it works great, then, keep the update. So that's my view on, what we're doing as far as updating. It's this one's going to be kind of short because there's not too much to talk about with that. But I'd like to hear your comments. I'd like to see if you guys have had any troubles with updating. You can like my page on Facebook, Speedy Turtle. Facebook.com/Speedy Turtle Tech Services, or you can go to SpeedyTurtleTechServices.com and go ahead and leave a comment there as well. Also, if you guys need any graphics work, video editing done, you have any problems with your computer at all, Speedy Turtle Tech Services. It's hard to say, I'll tell you that. Speedy Turtle Tech Services is there for you. I want to thank you guys for listening. Once again, I'm Colin. You have a wonderful day, and see you next week.